Hello everyone, I hope you finished watching the other three videos. Now this video was not uploaded last day. That is because this web hosting was I was having a confusion regarding web hosting, whether this much of explanation is required in web hosting or not. But then I thought whatever may be the case, even though in the book and all it is not mentioned thoroughly, we will just cover it up. Now I have not asked you to write the notes, isn't it? So why I didn't ask, because I know now you're going to concentrate on your project. So what you have to do is I'm attaching the reference material along with this in the Google Classroom. So once you, after watching the video, what is relevant that can be put in the notebook. That means if you think that you need to copy down certain points in the notebook, you can copy down. But I am not at all going to ask you to submit the notebook. But if you do, I will be happy, in the sense even after your computer networks, I have not asked to write the notes for internet and WW, as well as now I am not asking you to write down website concepts too. And in your WhatsApp group, I have already uploaded one textbook. It is the additional portions of 2020-21. So all these things are like a reference material or a book to you, with which you can actually proceed. Being theory, writing down will help you remember. So now if you're not writing, even in the revision you can write, whichever way it is. Okay. So let's understand what is web hosting, even though we started with web hosting in the last section or in the last part of your third video. Okay. So what I did was I attached, or I took the best definition and put it in a Word file. Let's take the Word file and we are going to start from there. Now you already know the definition. Definition is there in that PDF material, but still it would be nice if you just go through this. What happens in a web hosting? The definition part. When a hosting provider, who is that? It can be anything. Internet service provider is that, just like that, any organization which helps you to host your corresponding website. Allocate space on a web server. What is a web server? A computer, correct? For a website to store its files, they are hosting a website. That is what we call. Anyway, this definition you will not copy down in the notes, just to understand. Okay. So web hosting makes the files that comprise a website. It can be 1 page, 2 page, or a numerous number of pages which contains code and images available for viewing online. Every website you have ever visited is hosted on a server. So that part is for you to understand. So the main point is web hosting makes the file available to you. That is, makes the web pages available to you online. The amount of space allocated on a server to a website depends on the type of hosting. So we already saw, we are coming to that, the different types of web hosting. Okay, no? The main types of hosting are shared, dedicated, VPS and reseller. Okay, we will discuss that in a better manner. Now, why we are differentiating that, how we are differentiating that, they are differentiated by the kind of technology we use and the level of management or kind of bandwidth they provide for you to host your website. Okay, so that part is not that important. The second paragraph is telling you. So this you can say to understand that in your own way. Web hosting is a process of renting or buying a space to house a website or to host a website on the World Wide Web. Website content such as HTML, cascading style sheet and images has to be housed on a server to be viewable online. So if the other definition in the PDF file is not that applicable to you, I don't mind, you go for this. This is also quite easy. The only thing is that there should be covering the points which are which an examiner looks for you in this. Okay, so that should be there. Okay, so what exactly is a server? We all know, once again we are just saying, a server is a computer that connects other web users to your site from anywhere in the world. As the name implies, web hosting service providers have the servers, connectivity and the associated services. So a database will be there, connectivity will be there, everything will be there. With the help of that only a web hosting is done. Now, choosing the right hosting plan will mean having access to the right allocation of resources to keep your website loading quickly and reliably for your visitors. So there are different kinds of web hosting. We already just saw that. Now one by one we are going to see. So how we are differentiating, I already told. This also helps to add on to that point. how does we choose a particular website? Okay, that particular website is chosen when you have the right allocation of resources to keep your website loading quickly and reliably to your visitors. How does it work? Okay, so when the files that make a website are uploaded from a local computer onto a web server, the server's resources, RAM, hardware space and bandwidth, are allocated to the websites using it. That means from your particular machine where you design the web page, you are uploading that to another computer. We call it as a web server. There its requirements are satisfied. The division of server resources varies depending upon the type of hosting plan chosen. So what type you are using? To choose the appropriate hosting plan, you first need to differentiate between the plans available. Let's see the plans. We already saw that. We are differentiated with what? That is over here. Okay. The kind of differentiation is how quickly you wanted to load it, what are the kind of options you need for your website, etc. All that determines it. The first one, shared web hosting, dedicated web hosting, VPS hosting, cloud and reseller. Now shared web hosting, before you see that, just understand the difference very easily like this. It's like having a flat where some of the resources in that particular apartment or in that vicinity area you're sharing with other people, correct? No, so certain things are shared by other people. You have an exclusive room definitely in the flat, 1 or 2 or 3 bedrooms with of course a kitchen and all, but then you have to share all other like the pool or the the cafeteria or any such things which is available in an apartment flat is shared by other people. Just like that, in a shared web hosting, okay, many web hosting companies provide shared web hosting. It's cheap and easy to set up, which makes it good fit for new sites which don't expect a lot of traffic in the short term, meaning this particular bandwidth provided for you or your website will be also shared by other websites. Maybe a website with no much of interactiveness. Such websites which helps us to just view the images and the texts is actually opting for the shared web hosting, so that the loading time and all is minimum. In the sense you just have to load and show it, no interactiveness or no complete dedicate bandwidth is required for such things. So that way you can choose. It is best suited for personal website as well as those belonging to small and medium size businesses. So how will you say shared hosting is when shared hosting is chosen when a website is hosted on the same server with many other websites. Simple. Most web hosting companies provide shared hosting. That if you want, you can avoid. Then you can say what it's best suited. The first and the last sentence is the best. It's best suited for personal websites as well as those belonging to small and medium size. Now what is it? Now you have the next one. This is your virtual private servers, VPS, or virtual dedicated server. So there what happens, each client has a dedicated server. That means every web page or web site which you have designed, when you approach a web hoster or a company which provides web hosting, they will provide a single machine for you to host your website exclusively, even though it's actually serving multiple websites. You understood, no? So in that particular company there will be many computers, but in that one each will be hosting one websites. For this reason, VPS style hosting is considered to be stepping stone between shared hosting and getting your own dedicated machine. Understood, no? That means it's like again you're not in a flat, but you are in a small housing colony. Where again in the housing colony you have a room and you have a house and you have a compound wall, etc. But there is something called as a common playground, common waste bin and something like that, where a common playground and all those things, where you again share the things. So a much more privacy is ensured in a VPS. Okay, so that is why it is said it is in between the dedicated and the shared. Okay. The main difference between the shared hosting and VPS is that clients have full access to configure the VPS, which is much closer to dedicated style hosting. Okay, so we are going to that dedicated, so you'll know. So I already told the comparison like that. You understand the first sentence is enough. I mean, first one is when the client has a dedicated server, even though it's actually serving multiple websites. That is enough. Dedicated hosting. It's like you have, of course, you live in a house when every options, or you have provided with all kind of equipments inside the house. You don't have to even go out for a gym, isn't it? Understood? That kind of a house provided with every equipment you require to live for, say, lifelong. So that kind of a hosting is called a dedicated hosting. So dedicated hosting provides entire servers to rent. This type of hosting is comparatively expensive when placed side by side with shared web hosting. Okay, for this reason, it is only really used when you have a website, which you requires interactiveness, which is 24 hours available, like Make My Trip and all, which is to be always active and alert to find out who all are interacting with us throughout, like Amazon. All these comes under dedicated hosting. All these will be having a dedicated hosting style of website. Understood? So there is more to dedicated hosting than providing a single website with entire server equipment housed in a data center. It allows a great service, great server administration facilities, etc. That much is not required. I think I only want you to just go through this. This type of hosting is comparatively expensive and placed side by side with shared hosting plans. For this reason, it's only used when a website has a lot of traffic, means lot of interactiveness is required. Okay. Now comes the cloud hosting, the most recent one. Why we call it as the most recent or the hitting one? Because this type of hosting operates across many interconnected web servers that supply an affordable, scalable and reliable web infrastructure. Cloud hosting doesn't have a web server, or you can have a computer as such. Cloud hosting plans typically offer unmetered, reliable bandwidth and an infinite amount of disk space for unlimited domains, which explains why so many large businesses are turning to the cloud. That means, just like what we have in the Google Classroom, I am not having any database in my system. You are not having any database for the Google Classroom in your system. It's a cloud storage system, correct? So you have to log into that automatically. You and I are able to connect to each other with the help of all the tools available in the Google. So something like that. Your cloud hosting will not be having one server in one place. It will be having many servers in many places. Like Netflix is one such interactive platform where that's actually an app. It's not a website, but what I'm saying is they are provided with multiple servers in multiple areas. So you don't have to, all don't have to just rely upon one server to access the different films. Something like that. So you choose the first part of that. If you want more, you have to tell me. One thing is there in web hosting, they have only mentioned in your syllabus web hosting, one line. So maybe one definition is enough. But if they by chance ask you how do you choose a web host, or what are the features to choose a web host, then you need this. That is why we have this options. Maybe this much they won't ask, but at least knowing that will only benefit you. That is why we are saying that. Okay. So the last one. So if you want, you can go through this. It's an effective method of running a website with resource-intensive applications or a large number of content assets such as images, but it can have a much higher cost. So higher cost comes down, isn't it? So in the sense, when compared with shared and BPS, dedicated is much more expensive. Then the next expensive is your cloud hosting, and now comes reseller. It's a form of web hosting where the account owner can use his or her allotted hard drive space and bandwidth to host a website on behalf of third parties. Like that is what the GeoJet people and all is doing. They have, of course, a dedicated web host. They use their bandwidth and all to host another website. So like a third party, like an intermediator. The original hosting account owner is the reseller in this instance. Reseller hosting is beneficial when the amount of space purchased isn't required. That means you purchase a dedicated host, but you actually don't require that much, so you can actually become a reseller hoster. Understood? Like you give your house for rent, something like that. So sharing disk space, bandwidth, CPU, etc. while getting a recurring source of income. That is how it is beneficial. So for you, the definition you take it from that PDF file which I have given you, and the types of web hosting you take it from here. And for what is relevant here is the first sentence over this place and the last over here. Similarly, why are you choosing this? Based on what aspects you are choosing the different types of web hosting, that will help you. I hope this explanation is okay with you. Even I have not gone through the inner depth of all these things, just a vague idea about all this only. That much is enough for the syllabus. That is why we are not going further. So do let me know whether you understood the type, or if you want something like another example on this regard. Do tell me when we come for the meet. Okay, so I am winding up for the time being. We are going to start with the next chapter called as web browser in the next video. So thank you.